Do you find yourself reaching for chips, cookies, or fast food even when you don't want to? I used to be the same way. Junk food was a part of my everyday life, and as a result, I had constant brain fog, low energy, a terrible mood, and my stomach was hurting every single day, 24/7. I was mindlessly eating takeout, soda, and sweets for years, but that's not who I am anymore. In this video, I'm going to show you how I got to that place so you can finally stop obsessing over junk food, which is causing your uncomfortable symptoms like your brain fog, low energy, and bloated belly, just to name a few. We'll walk through the exact shifts that help me let go of junk food for good without relying on willpower or guilt, and how you can apply them to your life beginning today. Let's start with the hard truth. Junk food is not just tasty by accident. It's engineered to be addictive. We're talking about literal food scientists in labs who create the exact combination of sugar, fat, and salt to make your brain go, I want more now. And if you don't know where to start when it comes to making healthier choices during your grocery shopping spree, I put together a free traffic light eating guide for you to refer to, which will show you the go foods, slow down foods, and stop and think foods, which in turn will radically transform the way you feel every single day. We're talking more energy, less brain fog, and a happy belly. Just click the link in the description below. I remember opening up a bag of Doritos on my way to piano lessons every week. I tell myself, just one more handful. But by the time I got to my piano lessons, that bag was empty, and I still wanted more. I thought I just had no discipline, but the truth was, my brain was hooked. That food was made to make me lose control. So this isn't about willpower, it's about chemistry. When you eat these foods all the time, your dopamine receptors get overstimulated and your brain gets used to that high, and soon nothing else satisfies you. That's how the addiction cycle starts. So if junk food is literally built to keep us hooked, how do we start craving real, nourishing foods instead? Here's the thing. If your body has been running on junk food for years, it can't tell you what it actually needs yet. It's not broken, it's just confused. So if you're craving sugar, of course your brain is going to want cookies because that's all it knows. Your body is still chasing those dopamine and blood sugar spikes. When I first started eating healthier, I remember eating a watermelon for dessert instead of cake, and it tasted so weird, but I kept going. And over time, fruit for dessert started tasting amazing because my taste buds were changing and my body was learning what real nourishment feels like. Your body can definitely reset, but it won't happen overnight. This is a detox period, not a punishment. And it's uncomfortable because your system is recalibrating from a life of chasing highs to a life of sustainable energy and balance. So instead of saying, I failed because I didn't like that salad, give your body the space and time it needs to adjust, because that is where the real change happens. Even small actions matter. If you go to a fast food cafe every day, try skipping just one day a week. That one day is a signal to your brain that you're doing something different. But how do you actually stick with it when cravings still hit hard and everyone around you is still eating junk? Let me tell you something about hunger, because it is sneaky. When you wait too long to eat, your brain doesn't crave a nice quinoa bowl. It craves fries, cookies, and anything that's quick and hits hard. Because the moment your brain senses you're starving, it flips into survival mode. Suddenly, you're not thinking long term. You're just thinking, what can I eat right now to make this awful feeling go away? There were times in college I'd go all day without eating real food because I was just so busy. By the time I realized how hungry I was, I'd be walking straight into the nearest fast food spot every single time. Not because I wanted to eat that way, but because I literally couldn't think straight. My body was desperate. If you wait until you're starving, you're giving your cravings the steering wheel. The key is to stay ahead of hunger. Keep balanced snacks on hand, something with protein, fiber, or healthy fat. Fruit is normally my go-to when I need fast fuel. You definitely don't want to make decisions off of panic mode. You want to make them from a place of balance, and that helps you stay in control. not your cravings. But what about the emotional cravings? What do you do when you're not even hungry, but you still want junk food? Let me just say this. Restriction is not the answer. If your idea of eating healthy is just lettuce with lemon juice, of course you're going to end up back in the snack drawer an hour later. That's not you being weak. That's your body not being nourished. There was a time when I thought eating healthy only meant eating tiny portions of flavorless food. I make these sad little salads and wonder why I still felt hungry, moody, and obsessed with junk food. But once I started building real meals with healthy carbs, fats, and protein, everything changed. I felt full, I stopped thinking about food all day, and my cravings disappeared naturally. Your body needs to feel satisfied in order to break the junk food cycle. So don't be afraid to eat real food. Add herbs, spices, avocado, olive oil, roasted veggies. Make it delicious. Balanced meals give your body the nutrients it's actually craving underneath all those sugar signals. If you're eating meals that leave you full, energized, and happy, you'll naturally stop chasing empty calories from junk food. So, if you're ready to finally eliminate your junk food addiction so that you can finally stop feeling horrible and have more energy, better digestion, and mental clarity, but you just don't know where to start, click the link in the description below to get free access to the Traffic Light Eating Guide. The most important thing is to eat the foods that love you back and to actually enjoy them so you don't go back to your junk food eating ways and spiral backwards into the misery you were once feeling. I hope you got value from this video. Don't forget to share it with someone who needs to hear this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.